Okay, now I want to show you how you can divide a line into a number of equal parts. How you can divide a given line into a number of equal parts. Let's say the length of the line is 100 mm. The length of the line that we are to divide into a number of equal parts is 100 millimeters. So what you need to do is to draw the line. So set your ruler on your T-square as I've done here, and take a measurement starting from this point. This is where I have 0 on my ruler. So from this point, draw a line. So draw a line from here. So when it gets to 100 millimeters, which is equal to 10 centimeters, so stop it there. So this is it. So this is 100 millimeters. So I want to divide this line into 7 equal parts. So let me call this line, let me call it line AB. So this is point A and this is point B. Okay. So the next thing that you need to do after you have drawn the line is to take your 30-degree set square, set it like this. So set it like this, and from this point, draw a straight line of any length. So draw a straight line of any length and call it, this is line AC, because the line is drawn out from point A here. So this is line AC. So the next thing that you need to do is to take your compass. So take your compass and extend it to any convenient radius. As I said that I'm dividing this line AB of length 100 millimeters into 7 equal parts. So you take your compass. So take your compass, extend to any convenient radius. Convenient radius simply means you have to choose it yourself. So take a radius of any convenient radius. So you put the pinpoint of the compass at point A, as I'm doing it here, and you draw an arc at this point. So draw an arc on the line AC, then you move it. That is 1. So you move it and put the pinpoint of the compass on this first arc, draw the second arc. So this is 2. Then put the pinpoint of the compass on arc 2 on the line, then draw the third arc. This is 3. Then put the pinpoint of the compass on this one and draw an arc like this. So making 4. Then draw the next one, making 5. Put it here. So draw an arc, making 6. And then this is the last one. So draw an arc here. So making 7 arcs. So we have 7 arcs on this line. So I'm going to number them. So this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. 6 and 7. Alright, so after you have numbered them, so you join the last division, which is the 7th arc here. Join it with the end of the line. That is this point B. So you join it with the end of the line. So you join it like this. Okay. So after you have done this, the next thing that you need to do is to take your set square. take your set square, set it along this line. This line is bent in this direction, so you set it along this line. Now let me give you this important information. If your own, when you join your this point, you join it with the end of the line, and this line, instead of it being like this, it's like this, or it is like this, or it is vertical, don't worry yourself, you are correct. So what will determine the direction of this line is the radius that you take. That is what will determine the direction of this line. So if I have taken a radius that is less than this, let's assume that this 7 is somewhere here. So the line will have bent in this direction, like this. And if the last division, which is this 7, has ended here, the line will have been like this. It will have been almost a vertical line. And if the line, let's say this point, so if this point is here now, so the line will have gone in this direction, it will have been in this direction. So in whatever direction the line is, don't worry yourself, you are correct. All right, so I've joined the last division with the end of the line. So the next thing that you need to do is to take your set square, set it along this line like this, and support the end of the set square with the ruler. And you hold this ruler, hold it down like this, it shouldn't move. Then you slide the set square to the next point on the line, then you draw a line. So draw a line like this, then move it to the next point, draw a line, then move it to the next point. So when the line touch line AB, so you stop it there, so don't let it go out of the line. So you draw this, move to the next one, draw. So move into the next one and draw, and you move it to the next one and draw. This is it. So all these lines are parallel to one another. All these lines are parallel to one another. So we have divided this line AB of length 100 mm into 7 equal parts. So we take the measurement from here to here. It will be equal to the distance from here to here. That is it. So it's as simple as I've explained it here. So the next thing that I want to show you is how you can divide a line into a given proportion. How you can divide a given line into a given proportion. So that's what I want to show you right now. So I'm going to do that here. So I'm still using a line, or let me do it here so for you to see it clearly. So I'm still using a line of length 100 mm, and I want to divide it into a given proportion. So let me draw the line first. So from here to here, I draw a line of length 100 millimeters, and I will call it line PQ. So this is point P and this is point Q. So let's say I'm dividing it into a proportion of 2:3:4. All right. So what you need to do here, the first thing I need to do here is to get the sum of this ratio. That is 2 plus 3 plus 4. So 2 plus 3 plus 4 will give us 9. to give us 9. So 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5 plus 4 will give us 9. So you add them together and you get the value of the sum. So for me here is 9. All right. So the next thing that you need to do is to take your 30 degree set square, as we did for the previous one. So you set it like this. Make sure it touch this point P here and draw a straight line. So let me call this straight line, let me call it line PR. Okay, so the next thing that you do is that you take your compass and make 9 arcs on this line PR. 9 arcs on this line PR. So I'm going to pause the video, I will do that, and I'll come back after that. So I've produced 9 arcs on this line. So if we number, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so the next thing is to join the last division as we did for the previous one. Join the last division with the end Q of the line. So you join like this. Okay, so I believe you can see it. Now, unlike the first one that we did here, in which we just set a set square along this line, support it with the ruler, and we shift to each of the points and draw the lines. This is not like that, because we said we are dividing this line PQ into a given proportion, and the proportion that we are given is 2:3:4. So it goes like this. So what you need to do now is that from this last division, from here, so you count 4 points up here. That is, you are not starting from here. This is, you start from 8 here. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. So it ends on the 5th one. It ends on the 5th one. So you take your set square. So you take your set square. So you put your ruler under it. So you hold down the ruler. And you shift it to the 5th point, as we have counted 4 upward. So you shift to this 5th point and you draw a line like this. Okay, now the last proportion is what? The last ratio is 4. That is why we counted 4 upward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then after that 4, in between 2 and 4, we have 3. So from here, you count 3 up. 1, 2, 3. You count 3 up after this 5th one. So you are not counting this, but you count from 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you stop it here. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. So you count it from 4. 1, 2, 3 up. So this is it. So you put your set square here. Put your set square here and shift it to where you have 2. So after you have counted 3. So this is it. So we have divided this line into a ratio of 2, 3, and 4. Ratio 2, 3, 4. So if you look at this, so you can start from here. This is 1, 2 for the first one. 1, 2. So we have 2:3:4. So this is 1, 2. Then from here you count what? 1, 2, 3. Then from here you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this line has divided into a given proportion, and the proportion that we use here is 2:3:4. So it's as simple as I've explained it here. So what you need to do is to practice. So practice so you can use the same dimensions that I used and the same proportion to do your own. So once you practice, you will surely get it. Thank you for listening to me.